Good evening, everybody. Like I had said from the beginning, not only is my journey and recovery page about supporting people who are struggling with addiction and struggling with staying sober and staying clean and whatnot. It's not just about that. That's a big part of it. But I'm also here to educate people who don't really know anything about how horrible it is to be a slave to drug addiction, to be a slave to alcohol, and all this and all that. So I try to do my best to explain certain things, kind of like right now. Okay, the average person probably thinks, oh, hey, it's just a normal, regular person that would call 911 if there's an issue. They're going to call the cops, right? What you don't know is that people who have criminal records and are in active drug addiction, they call the police just as much as anybody else does. And I've been witness to this myself. Like there was this one guy, I was hanging out with him off and on when I was on the streets of Fife in Tacoma. For a while there, I was living under the overpass with him over, off a pack highway. But he ended up stealing these people's backpack. It was this couple, this girlfriend and boyfriend. I forgot their names now. But he went to their campsite, and when they were distracted, he stole their backpack, which was full of cell phones and several different types of weed and everything, right? And then he goes coming back to where, I was, because he stayed there, obviously, and he's like, look at all the stuff that I have. And, we were all happy and this and that. Well, all of a sudden, we ended up getting into a fight about something. I don't know what it was, but I ended up leaving and I ended up heading over to the casino because I hadn't been banned yet, but he had been. So as I'm heading over there, he's riding his bicycle past me talking about how he's going to, because there was a police car that was like near the entrance. Cops were always at that casino because there's always a lot of shady stuff going on. Wow, that's weird. All of a sudden, my camera froze. Anyways, so the dude was mad and claimed that I had stole a bunch of stuff from him, right? So as I'm headed to the casino, he's riding his bicycle and he saw a cop that was parked outside the casino entrance, and he said that he's going to go over there, he's going to ride his bike over there and report me. So basically, what he was going to do is he was going to tell the cops that I stole stuff from him that he stole from somebody else. And then there was this one chick, she was always getting beaten up by her boyfriend. All they ever did was fight. And to hear she already said so herself that she had several felony warrants. And here we're all down at the campsite over there in Fife, by the way. This is when I was pregnant with Morgan. And it was nighttime, and I only got like a couple seconds warning before, the cops came walking through the campsite with their flashlights shining around saying, oh, hey, is everything okay? Who called us? And it's like, really? So you have felony warrants. You're going to bring the cops down to a place where there's illegal activity and illegal substances to complain to them about how your boyfriend is beating you up. And then there was the time, way before then, just before I ended up coming back to Tacoma, I was still on the Key Peninsula, and I already told you how much of a joy that was to be around all those people. This one older dude, I think his name started with a D. Well, he was living in this very rundown dope house where the door was always open, windows were open. He had his mattress up against the wall near the window so he could look out and see if cops were coming or whatever. He's always on the lookout. And see, once again, my camera's acting weird. But yeah, long story short, there was some, a bunch of, illegal activities going on there, and because I was crashing their party, they got mad, so him and that tall, skinny, white, racist dude I was telling you about, who loved calling me the N-word all the time, that fool, he was there with the dude, and they're going to have the nerve to call the Kitsap County Sheriff's Department on me, even though they got, a criminal record too. They're doing drugs, they're doing this, doing that, acting fools, and then they're going to call the cops on me too. So it's like, okay. So the point of this story is to let y'all know it's not just like average people who are going around calling the police. It's the ones who are saying, screw the police or whatever. They're the ones who are calling them too. And honestly, like I said, there was some really weird, shady stuff going on the Key Peninsula. And I feel like, law enforcement and the bad guys are working together. But, what do I know? I don't know nothing. But anyways, I gotta go. For some reason, my camera's acting all weird. But I hope you got, hope you were educated by this video. But yeah, it's really that crazy. It's people you wouldn't think would be calling the police, or the ones that are calling the police the most. And here they'll be calling you a cop caller this and cop caller that, all while they're behind your back working with the cops. So yeah, same principle applies to people who are convicted felons, still stuck in their active drug addiction, and then gonna have the nerve to say, oh, I would vote Republican. It's like, okay, why? They don't want anything to do with you. They want y'all gone, yo. Hasn't anyone been watching the news lately? Anyways, all right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Have a great night. God bless you all. Treat each other right, and please pray for each other, and pray for me and my family too, because things could be better. I know they could be worse too, but life could always be better. My daughter and I, my 5.5-year-old Morgan, all we do is fight, and we're both tired of fighting. So, just pray for us that, I can have more patience as a mom, and that she can have more patience as a daughter, and that we can show that we love each other, because we do. We just fight too much. I mean, geez, at that age, I wasn't, yeah, this girl, she's a firecracker. Anyways, I gotta go. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Love you guys. Bye.